We came to Gig Harbor in 1977, and we were looking for the Methodist church. And there was a small church down on the water that really was built with lumber that came over from Tacoma by water. They brought all of the church over that way, and they built it there. It was very small, and we outgrew it after a while. But I was transferred here, and my wife and me on a Saturday, after looking for a house, we found one on Soundview Drive for $78,000. It was not the biggest house on Soundview, but the price was right. And then we were looking for a church, and the Methodist church was not the biggest church in town, and in fact there wasn't very many churches in Gig Harbor. The first time we went to the church, Urel Swift, she met us at the door as a greeter, and she looked me up in the eye and said, "Are you a sinner?" And I said, "Yes, I'm a sinner." She says, "Well, you're welcome to our church then. Everyone else is a sinner here too." So that started us on the right track. And there was a great a bunch of people in that small church. Well, when we first entered the Methodist church on Harborview, they needed a Sunday school superintendent. And I had never done that, but I thought, well, this is an opportunity to be involved in the church. So I became a Sunday school superintendent. We didn't have very many places to have classes. One over the boardroom, we had a class, one in the boardroom, one behind the altar, and we used the pastor's study as a thing, and then downstairs was just a small place where we took the little kids and they could kind of make up noise and they had fun down there. So it was an experience being a Sunday school superintendent, but it was a great fun, and as we grew, we needed to move from there to a new location. So we were hunting for a place to build a church. And we found this place on Pioneer. It was owned by the ex-mayor of the city of Gig Harbor. And she sold us all that land for $40,000. And I think it was 5.5 acres. So we could hardly refuse the 40,000. We had some great people, as there are today. I think of Bob Thorpe. He walked in my house, and I walked to him and Ella Mary and said, "Chuck, we're got to buy this land, so can I put you down for $10,000? And I said, "Yeah, I guess you can, Bob." And he went, I'm sure, to a few other places. But we went to the Methodist conference, and they said that they had a company that would come in and do all of the work for us and give us a loan. I think this loan at the time was 7%. And it was built in really a short period of time. We really built, as we have now, the sanctuary. That was really going to be part of the recreational hall, but it turned into be a sanctuary. And we were going to build a sanctuary towards the front of the property near Pioneer, which we never have done yet, but hopefully one of these days that will come to being. And I know that I'm happy if I'm participating. If I'm not participating, it just seems like I'm hidden off by myself, and I don't really get the full pleasure of being in church.